10 things that make women lose respect for men. A woman's respect is like virginity, and once you lose it, you're basically never getting it back. However, men do things that make women lose respect for them, but sadly, most men have no idea what those things are. That's why today in this video, we will be discussing 10 things that make women lose respect for men. So, try to take these points seriously because you definitely don't want to lose her admiration for you. 1. She's not getting the respect she deserves. It's effortless to lose respect for the person that you spend the most time with. It's just part of human nature. We become careless and preoccupied, and that's okay. However, if you notice a woman has lost respect for you, take a minute to think about whether or not you're giving her the respect she deserves. She deserves your attention, time, and is worthy of the level of treatment you gave her at the very beginning. So, if you're not showing her respect in return, then it's that she'll stop showing you respect too. Respect goes both ways, especially when it comes to women. Always remember that. 2. Being taken for granted. Feeling valued in any relationship is crucial to the happiness of both parties. Without this, there's no mutual benefit, and one or both people will feel neglected and unloved. If you're taking a woman for granted, she might have a tough time respecting you. How often do you thank her for all that she does? How often do you appreciate her efforts? Do you notice when she extends herself for the benefit of your relationship? All these questions are fundamental since they can make or break the respect they have for you. 3. Not living up to your word. This is a crucial one. A man that doesn't live up to his word is a man that's hard to respect. Think of all the male figures you know in your life. Which ones are trustworthy? Which ones aren't? The ones that you can't trust are difficult to have respect for. It's the same when it comes to women. Your honesty and the ability to live up to your word, coupled with your promises, are crucial to keeping her respect for you. Betrayal of that trust is one of the hardest things to overcome. Respect and trust go hand in hand. You can't lose trust without also losing respect. Be open, transparent, and completely honest. Not living up to your word could mean something less severe than infidelity or lying. Maybe you always say you'll get things done around the house and never make the time. Or you tell her you'll buy her something but just aren't able to deliver. Maybe you've been telling her you're going to reach a new goal and never really get around to it. If you consistently don't live up to these words and don't prove yourself to be a man of action, it's going to be hard for a woman to respect you. Especially if she hears it all the time. 4. Too needy or demanding. A lot of men tend to have an ingrained idea about the role of a woman. To many men, the woman is in charge of specific household responsibilities more than the man is. With this notion, some guys might tend to demand unreasonable things from a woman. They might ask her to do their laundry or always clean up his messes. Or even cooking all the time. While each relationship is different and these typical roles for males and females work for many people, it can quickly become something else. How often do you ask a woman to do things for you? And how do you ask? If you're too needy and just assume she will get things done for you, it's easy for her to lose respect for you. Always calling or texting her also shows you are very needy. Women need their space. If she gets the sense that you can't do these things on your own and need her to do them, there's not a chance that she'll have any respect for you. 5. Overly suspicious and controlling. There's a fragile line between healthy jealousy and unhealthy jealousy. Which side of the line are you? Healthy jealousy gives off a desire to protect the ones you love. There is a sense of belonging and unity with healthy jealousy. Possession, the need to control, and constant suspicion of the woman you're with are prominent signs of unhealthy jealousy. Ownership does not have a place within a healthy relationship. Just because a woman has made a commitment to you does not mean that they belong to you. Trust and respect go hand in hand. If you're unable to trust your girlfriend, you cannot respect her, her individuality, and her ability to be an independent person. If you can't respect her, she can't respect you. This can be hard for a lot of men. Fear of abandonment will lead to all kinds of trust issues, warranted or not. These elements will interfere with a healthy relationship. If she's not showing you respect, it might be because you are demonstrating suspicious, controlling, or possessive behaviors. 6. Being too critical. Coming up at number 6 is being too critical in a relationship. We spend the most time with our significant other, share almost every meal, so much so that we quickly identify what annoys us and what doesn't. It's all part of compatibility. If we can combine our habits with the ones we love, we will find it easier to get along with them. After all, relationships are more about effort than they are compatibility. But, at the end of the day, there are just some things that bother us, and they always will. However, that's no excuse to be overly critical of the woman you're with. How often do you call her out for things she does? Does she feel valued by you? Or is it a constant stream of things that she could be doing better? Self-improvement, and the desire to be better for ourselves or the people around us are essential parts of life. If you're constantly tearing her down by criticizing what she does, she won't respect you. 7. Unclear about your desires and boundaries. As a man, being unsure of yourself in life is normal. We face all kinds of external inputs and pressures daily. Finding our way can and will be difficult at every stage. But knowing yourself is a massive part of life. Understanding who you are and what you want from life is number 1 and is a cornerstone in reaching success. Secondly, it makes you a beautiful person. People are drawn to an innate understanding of what they want and what they don't. How certain are you of your life path? Your goals and desires? If you don't know who you are, you're constantly changing your mind about boundaries and principles, or you are often indecisive, a woman will have a hard time respecting you. It can be challenging to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't know who they are. 8. You are a pushover. Compromise is a vital part of sustaining any form of relationship. It can't be your way every single time. That's one-sided and unhealthy. On the flip side, though, never having any input can be exhausting and lead to a woman losing respect for you. Being accommodating to her desires, wants, and needs are essential. It will make her happy, secure, and loved. But, you're also your own person, with desires and needs. Being clear about what you want will give her stability and structure. This can go both ways. But in a lot of relationships, the man will take the lead and set out the structure. The structure is an integral part of a relationship, even if the woman you're with is the one who takes the lead in that structure. Kindly voice your opinion, putting your foot down, and taking a stand for what you know is best will garner much respect from her. If you're always a pushover, it's hard for a woman to have respect for you. 9. Giving up too easily. In a man's mind, letting a lady win every argument is the right way to go. However, it's the kiss of death in terms of your self-esteem. When you constantly say yes to her, give up during every little argument and cater to her every need, she subconsciously realizes that she has total control. No woman can respect a man who lets her get away with everything. A lot of women want to be called out when we're unreasonable or shady. It's okay to agree to disagree on something. Differences are what make relationships more interesting, more dynamic, and more passionate. Moreover, Asserting yourself builds your confidence, which is the key to having her look up to you. Giving up on yourself also tells her that you cannot lead her or the relationship. 10. Hating your job and doing nothing about it. If you lack ambition, you might as well have erectile dysfunction. No woman is attracted to a guy who constantly complains about his job or career. Not everyone is indeed fortunate enough to have their dream job, but if you're too lazy to make a change or at least be aspired to do something different, you're going to have a tough time convincing a lady you have any drive or integrity. It's also a significant turn-off to any female because if you aren't passionate enough about something to pursue it, how can you possibly sustain the spark in a relationship? You don't necessarily have to love what you do, but at least have a plan, hobby, or anything that excites you. That brings us to the end of this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel for more exciting videos. Till next time.